Comment below if you would like a personal energy reading. I'll send it to you. And this month we will be exploring the 5-element energy forecast for September as we move away from that lazy earth mountain energy into an equally calm and controlled 7 metal star energy that aligns so well with the season of autumn that we are moving into, a time when we can pause, maybe stop everything to just take in a deep breath. In this magical shoulder season, which is my favorite season, this is a time to appreciate all the beauty that surrounds you. Get out into nature. I'm so sad. I wanted to do this out on the river, lake, or stream today, but it was the fires in Oregon. The wildfires are just going crazy right now. We have so many wildfires. It was so smoky. And if you can get out into nature where you live to go look at the foliage or just be out in the beauty that is nature, don't take it for granted. Take appreciation for that nature therapy. And the energy is beginning to get calmer, yet there's still kind of a crackling electricity in the air. Something is still stirring with that 3 fast-growing star year that we've been soaking in all year. It is asking us to awaken to something bigger in that larger 9 fire star. If the tree is on fire, and I can say where I live, the tree is on fire. That is the energy of this year, and it's probably why we're having so many wildfires. And that wood element star year we are in is wanting us to just grow forth like that young, fast-growing tree. But now the 7 metal star comes in this September, getting out those pruning shears. Maybe you've grown too much. Maybe you expanded too fast. Maybe you took on too much. Maybe you've had too much and you've taken on too many things. It's time now to consolidate, to cut back, to prune the tree. And there can also be a sense of just wanting to procrastinate this September as we just don't want to do the thing right now. And try to be gentle with yourself if you're feeling slowed down. Because the only element that's really going to gain momentum from this 7 metal star is the 1 water star. And that is because condensation on metal feeds water. It's that cycle, that cycle. I'm going to talk about that cycle in a minute. So that condensation of the 7 metal star feeds the 1 water star. And I pray that we can get some condensation. We can get some rain this month to help Oregon's fires. Please pray for rain. And if you're new to 9-Star Key, I'm Terry, your Reiki master, teacher, and astrologer. And this 9-Star Key is probably the oldest form of astrology there is. It's personally my favorite system. I like it even more than Western. The 9-Star Key is a nature-based system using traditional 5-element system that is used in all of Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and feng shui. And we're all born of a different element. And every month we travel through another element, and every year we travel through another element. And 5 elements moves in this productive cycle that goes: water feeds wood. You water your tree. Water feeds wood, and the wood feeds fire. And the fire feeds the earth. Fire is actually good for the earth. So even though we're having fires in Oregon, it's feeding the earth. And the earth feeds the metal. And then the metal feeds the water through that condensation I was just talking about. And the cycle continues around and around. Water feeds wood, wood feeds fire, fire feeds earth, earth feeds metal. That's all you need to know. And you will really start to understand this system. And sometimes we can have destructive patterns, though, such as fire melts metal, right? So we have a larger fire melting the metal of this month, and that's a destructive cycle that can take your money away. And I really pay attention to that one in feng shui when I'm doing home clearings and space clearings. You don't want the fire to melt your metal. You don't want a red house and a metal house. You don't want to paint your metal house a red color. And when you learn the natural 5-element patterns, you will begin to align with the energy of your stars and the stars you are traveling through and the stars of your home. Even your home has a 9-Star Key pattern. And you will know, for instance, when it is time to launch your new business, and when it is time to fall in love, and maybe when it is time to just take a rest or take a nap. And we are moving towards that resting nap cycle this September and October. But then the fertile energy will return in November with that 5 soil star. And then we will move into a very busy Christmas cycle with the 3 wood star, lots of growth. And then January will be that 4 wood star, lots of change. And so this month, this September and October, this is a time to get a little more quiet, a little more introverted. Take your nap so that you will have your reserve energy for what's to come when you need more energy, because the work is going to come later this season. And you can really look back on your life and see when the energy aligned. It's just a fun system. So look up your personal star in the chart. It's down in the description, and it's also at the beginning of this video. And then you can follow along. I'm going to give personal star readings for every star at the end of this. And if you have your star number, put it in the comments and I'll give you a free mini intuitive reading. And you can also get a larger free 9-Star Key reading when you sign up for my email list at Kamimi Healing Arts. I'll put the link in the description, KamimiHealingArts.com. And this metal star month of September represents the harvest season. This is like Thanksgiving, when the harvest is in and we sit at the table with family and friends and we enjoy the harvest. And as a gardener myself, I'm always looking for symbolism in my own personal harvest. And I had a really weird growing year. Perhaps it's climate change, but my raised bed in the front was my most abundant southern exposure. I had so much produce coming in, but then that was all eaten by a deer mother and her baby fawns. So I had to just accept that as an offering, because the deer are really struggling where I live, because where I live is being overdeveloped and the deer don't have as many wild spaces to feast. So I guess they needed, this poor mother deer with her babies had to feast out of my garden, and I just have to feel okay about that. I was just a giving. That was my give back to the community, I suppose. And then in my backyard, I had mint, raspberries, and fireweed that just took over. And now I'm trying to reclaim that garden space. I was actually doing a lot of pruning this weekend, pruning back the raspberries, pulling out mint, pulling out fireweed. And this harvest time for me is a time to figure out what is working and what is not. And you can learn valuable lessons during your harvest season about what to do for next year's growth cycle. I should have controlled my invasive herbs better and sooner. And next spring, I will build a deer-proof fence around my front garden. And what lessons have you received on this harvest season going into September? There's a real reclaiming energy about this September. It's about pulling your energy back in, taking back your power, deciding you're not going to do that thing again, maybe becoming a little more introverted, a little more quiet, as even the trees will pull their energy back into the roots and earth down, root down, get grounded. Earth feeds metal. Because this is a metal month, this is a good time to do your earthing, your grounding, your root chakra. You know, maybe sit at the base of a mighty old tree and just get grounded, rooted, get that grounding cord down, going, rooting down. Put your bare feet into the soil and do some earthing. Wear your copper socks. And eat some root vegetables. I love eating root vegetables going into this metal month. So thinking sweet potatoes, red beets, carrots, just all the root turnips. And pears are really beneficial for the lungs this month. And it's wonderful how they ripen during the fall, autumn season, because they are beneficial for lungs. So this is a wonderful time to eat more pears, as the metal star rules over the lungs, and we have 2 metal months in a row. So begin to take care of your lung health. And I love the Bella's breath. Have you ever done the Bella's breath? It's a yogi exercise where you just take a deep breath in as you bring your arms back. And as you exhale, just like the bellows for a fire. That's your exercise homework for the month. It's an excellent time to take in lung tonic herbs, especially where I live, where we're having all these wildfires. I really need to nourish my lungs, and I just started taking some boswellia that I got from Thorne Vitamins. It comes from frankincense. If you know, boswellia is frankincense. Have you tried this supplement for lung nourishment and health? I once had pneumonia and all kinds of lung issues from a severe mold allergy when I lived in Seattle. In fact, it's why I had to relocate to the desert, because of mold allergies. And boswellia made the most profound difference in my lungs. And I will only get it from Thorne, because there is such a high quality boswellia in Thorne Vitamins. And there's a lot of like really fake boswellia I have found like on Amazon. It's just not good quality, and it made me kind of sick. But now I take boswellia from Thorne every fall, and I never get coughs or colds. And I started taking it early this year because of all the smoke. I felt like I I had smoked a pack of cigarettes, and that's so sad. I don't smoke cigarettes, but between mold and wildfires, my lungs are just hammered, and the boswellia has helped so much to save my lungs. And I just started taking my quercetin, which I love to take going into the fall, and all my immune boosting vitamins from Thorne before the cold and flu season hits. This is a time to do your lung self-care. I will put a link and a promo code in the description if you want to get some boswellia or some quercetin or some deep-rooted immune boosters. I love Thorne supplements. I studied at Bastyr University in Seattle, and they tested all the vitamins, and Thorne was the best. And I just ordered my supply of Ravensara essential oil. I believe in Ravensara. I make an incredible immunity spritzer for cold and flu season. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. Why not? I'll do a giveaway for my immunity spritzer right now. If you find your 9-star key star in the chart and you leave it in the comments, you will be in it to win it for this immunity spritzer, because I've been having so much fun with these giveaways and just getting to know you all and mailing stuff out. It's so fun. And the lungs, ruled by metal, lungs also rule over the emotion of grief. So you may be experiencing some sadness or just old wounds, old grief wounds coming up, maybe even nostalgia. This is a time when we just want to look back at memories, old photos, or perhaps revisit things emotionally for therapeutic healing. This is a good time to do hypnosis or therapy around some old grief injuries. And in astrology, Western astrology, we have so many retrogrades. So this is a time to revisit the past, to redo things, re-edit your work. 7 metal stars, if you are a 7 metal star, I'm talking to you, tend to be perfectionists. And that perfectionism can lead to procrastination, where you can't complete anything because it's not perfect enough. So we may have some of that this month. And remember, it's better to get it done than perfect sometimes. I have to tell myself that. And I'm going to do a little I Ching reading for this 7 metal star. I have my little I Ching sticks. I've just been really doing a lot more I Ching readings lately for clients, and it's so fun. Ooh. Okay, it's definitely this one. And it is number 7. Let me just look that up. And number 7 is about organized discipline. And discipline is symbolized as water under earth. And this is a vital resource available, but it is hidden, requiring great effort to access. So this could be a time to dig the well, to dig deeper, to tap into your divine potential that can be drawn upon in times of need. And although he reached a great position, wise Lu did not care for earthly things. He instead brewed the pills of heaven that brought immortality into his earthly crucible. And so this is also a time to really have a strategic retreat, to not get so wrapped up in all the material world, to disengage from all the responses in the world and go into a time of earthly, get grounded, brewing immortality through earthly crucibles. Take time out for reflection this month and to get ready by getting yourself organized through discipline, organized discipline. This correlates with the Virgo season of Western astrology so well. This is time to get organized and clean house, right? And get ready to be ready. And let's do the personal 9-star key readings. Remember to look up your star by birth year so you can follow along and find your own personal reading. 1 water star. This metal month feeds you, giving you more energy to tackle all your projects and manifest something big. But it all begins within. So take some time out to figure out what changes you want to make going forward. If there's some new direction you want to go in, now is a good time to start something, if only in your mind. This is a new beginning energy that feels like that fresh energy that comes just after a rainstorm. You feel so alive. There's a freshness in the air. You're enthusiastic and inspired to make a change. 2 earth star. You are in the light now, and this will be a busy month. You're like a hummingbird going from flower to flower, seeing friends, taking on projects, and if you're looking for a new job or trying to meet the love of your life, this is the best month to be seen. So put yourself out there and say yes to whatever opportunities come your way. This month is ruled by your heart and love. So listen to your heart. It knows the way. 3 wood star. There is an internal awakening happening for you now that is spiritual and downright supernatural. Pay attention to your dreams and visions for clues, because you are beginning a new growth cycle, but there is nothing you need to do about it. So give yourself time and space to explore deeper, meaningful projects. Take it slow and make sure you make the right choices about what seeds you want to plant next. 4 wood star. You are craving more downtime, rest, and doing nothing this month. And if you push too hard to accomplish all the things, you might just get sick. So go easy on yourself. Get your self-care. Eat nourishing soups and relax. A new way forward is birthing through you. But surrender to this process with ease and grace, just like you would if you were in labor. 5 soil star. You are finally making headway on your big goals for the year. And your next 2 months will be so busy and productive. But try not to commit to more than you can accomplish. You may have someone in your life that is draining your vital life energy. Remember to set those energetic boundaries about how much you are willing to give them. And then take some time out for yourself to go for a walk or maybe a solo adventure. 6 metal star. It can really feel like all work and no play this month, as circumstances beyond your control are mandating how you spend your time and energy. Change is in the air, but it is change that is being forced upon you instead of the changes you get to make on your own this time. And this can be difficult, but just go with the flow. You're right where you need to be for your energetic development now. 7 metal star. You are the center star this month, and this earth energy feeds your desire to do something great. And you have so much fertile energy. If you're trying to get pregnant, this would be your very best chance. all this creative energy inspires you to make something new that will really last. So do some artwork, writing, or play music. 8. Earth Mountain Star. This is your reaping rewards month, the luckiest month of all year. And you can really receive all that you desire now just by allowing good things to come to you. So make a wish and then ask the universe, believe that you can truly have it, and open your hands to receive it. Ask, believe, and receive. That is your homework. And leave your wish in the comments and I will send Reiki for it to come true. Good luck. You deserve it. 9. Fire Star. You are like a monkey on a chain that is trying to break loose and just run away. But maybe you should just stay put and enjoy where you are right here, right now, and look around at the place you live, the work you are doing, and the friends or loved ones you have in your life right now. And just take a moment in total appreciation for all that you do have instead of trying to escape to that something better. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in October.